Divine kings and queens out there, I do my amazing, beautiful ones. So let's speak about how deadly it is when people are using magic on you or casting spells on you, right? So spell is basically when someone is making something happen indirectly, right? An indirect message, right? That's why they don't come to you physically to do that to you. So they use other means of doing so. And magic, when someone is doing magic on you, is basically using supernatural forces to attack your being, to attack you physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then when those people are doing such things, it's like they have no idea how whatever darkness they send your way will come back and hit them a billion times. And this is why many of us, we should always connect to God. We should always look for God. We should always find out, the higher power who made us, who created us, who brought us here. So we should always connect to that power, because if we do not, what's going to happen is we are becoming more susceptible to our enemies' attacks. And those attacks, okay, with those attacks, they are very deadly, because if you do not connect with the power there is with God, if you're not a believer, okay, what's going to happen is all the little attacks, the little witchcraft, the little voodoo that they do to hurt us, they will affect us greatly. So now think about this as a lab, as chemistry, okay? So when people are doing spells and magic, they got to put certain things together. They need tools, right? And those tools can be like your hair, some parts of your body, or your clothes, or whatever it is, right? So they need some tools to use. And then it's like chemistry, right? So they have to create some type of chemical reaction, and that chemical reaction will affect your being, right? So now, when they're creating that chemical reaction through magic and spells, so they really want you to be at a weak state, in a state where you are so docile, in a state where you have no idea. So this is why it is so good to gather as much information about yourself and about God, about the infinite power there is that created all of us, and that created you, and that created all those demons that they are conjuring up, all those low vibrational devils that they are conjuring up to affect us. This is why it is so important, okay? Because if you are innocent, especially an innocent person, right? If you're innocent and these people are attacking you, so they're gonna get hurt even more because you didn't bother those people. And then that's why they have to lie to those spiritual leaders. They have to lie to those spiritual people, to those warlocks, those witches, those those low vibrational beings who are, claiming that they are warlocks and witches. They are helping people, but they're not. When a client bring them some certain type of amount of money, okay, they forget about, researching about the person, trying to find out about the person, who this person is that person is truly guilty, right? So now, I grew up in Haiti. I've seen so many dark things, right? And even when I came to the US, I've seen so many dark things. So, the fall of some witches and warlocks, many of them fall, they die, because many people come to him with a certain amount of cash, right? And then they accepted it. And they know that this individual is not guilty. They know that this individual is innocent, but the money appears so nice, so clean, so good, right? And then they just go ahead with their rituals, with their ceremony, just to destroy that individual. So so now these people, there's no way out for them, because they already attack a being who's not even attacking them, and that being is doing their thing. That being is living life, okay? For example, like me, right? So many people, my family members and friends and people in the community, and even started in Haiti, there are so many warlocks, so many people, so many witches, right? To cast spells on me, do all type of crap on me. But, the best thing that I could do was to, pray more, meditate, believe in God, and then trying to find out more about myself, more about God. Because the enemies want you to not have faith, okay? They want you to not have faith. And then let's think about this as a business, right? Like a business, right? If you want to do a business, you want to establish a well-known business, right? What you're going to do is you want to gather a lot of information about yourself, information about the business. Because a lot of us, we start certain business without even know if that would fit us, right? And it's the same way with those people. So those people want to establish certain things and doing certain things, starting some certain type of business, starting a war, doing certain attack upon you without even realizing what they're doing it to. I mean, who they're doing it to and what they are doing, because it's all about greed, power, and envy. So these people are so greedy to the point that they don't even care who they hurt, what they do, and how they do it. And then think about this, right? Even though, they're all type of magic, okay? All type of magic, all type of spells, right? Even though the spells and the magic, might affect you, okay, physically, but spiritually, it would take way more than that, way more than magic. Like, it would take like dark magic to really affect you spiritually. And this is why it is so great to build a connection with God, so other people cannot really destroy what God has made for you. And anything that God has made for you, I brought in your life, no one can take it but God himself. And the one way they can affect that, they can try to take away what God has made for you, is to diminish you, is to diminish your confidence, to destroy your confidence, destroy your character, is to destroy your belief system. And then this is why belief is so great, it's so amazing, because you must believe in yourself, you must believe in God, you must believe that the power that made those people is the power that made you, and the power that made all those demons, all those devils, is the power there is. So whenever they send attacks to you, right? Whatever attack they sent to you, those attacks cannot affect you unless God let it so. Those attacks cannot affect you. And even though they affect you, it will happen for the good of you, for the best of you, not for the worst of you. Because think about this, right? Anything that you do, anything that there is, anything that you are going through, okay, dealing with those attacks, dealing with those low vibrational beings, dealing with anybody who wants to destroy what you got going on, who wants to destroy your life, wants to destroy whatever it is, right? Anything that they do to you will not affect you the way you thinking they are affecting you, or they are not affecting you the way you think they're affecting you. Either those things were meant to be done, either those things were meant to delete in your life, they were meant to be destroyed in your life. So do not take it personal. Do not take it personal, because those beings, all they are vouching for is power, money, okay? They are envy, okay? They are so envious of yourself, of your spiritual self, of everything that you are. So now, think about this, right? So whenever, let's say they do some magic, right? Some person, some people, some witches, okay, community members, a lot of people, covens of witches, they come against you to cast some spells or do some magic on you, right? Okay, let's say they attack you physically, right? Just like me, for example, right? Let's say, all the magic work in the physical, right? All right. So they want to destroy the physical aspects of yourself, okay? They want to destroy the things that you do, your finances, your love life, and then trying to stop you from accomplishing certain things, right? Let's say it all works, okay? For example, myself, right? And they want you to feel defeated, okay? Because once you feel defeated, you put your guards down. So once you put your guards down, what will happen is you will be in a position where you are more susceptible, and then you are more docile to the attack. So now you forget about God. They want you to forget about God. They don't want you to think that God is still there. They want you to believe that they are more powerful than God, that they can control your life, which that's where a lot of us messed up, because we see the power, we see the attack, and then we break down. And then not knowing that this whole physical world is nonsense, is nothing, okay? It's vanity. But the whole thing that you must focus on is your spiritual self, is what God made you with, is what God embedded in you. That's what you got to focus on. So now think about this, right? So with the whole physical aspect, right? You ever seen like people, certain people that they have nothing, they have no possessions, they have no beautiful things, they don't have no bigger house, they don't have no big cars, they don't have millions of dollars in the bank, but they're still happy. You know why? They're still happy because God's still blessing them. They still have the Spirit of God within them, guiding them. They still believe in God. They still believe in a higher power. And in that higher power, they know that, they understand that the higher power is that power that created all, that created everything, and that created those beings, even those demons, even the devil himself, right?